All right, guys, back to you with maybe one more video, which is on this right here. This one is the 2025-26, however way you like to put it. They're all the same. Chevy Blazer EV. This one has a range around 279 miles. This one is the LT. You do have a couple options if you wanted like a panoramic sunroof or something like that in the vehicle. Nothing too much else changes unless you want like a RS that has well over 340 or 60 horsepower, or you can go with that Chevy SS. I actually sold one earlier last month. I wish I did a review on it. I was just super ecstatic, super excited too. So the customer was coming in, it was a little bit rushed. I couldn't capture that video, and I told myself I should have, but it's okay. We have a review on this one. I mean, plenty of people have already made reviews on this, but at the same time, if you haven't seen it, Simpson Chevy here in Cali, they have plenty. So let's get right into it. All right, so as you approach the vehicle does do some type of lighting, type of welcoming for you, depending on what design you have, especially, or trim, I should say, especially with the Chevy SS EV Blazer. This one does have equipped with all four handles with the keyless entry, along with the blind spot assist on the mirror. So again, this one is a cheaper model. This one does have the cloth interior as well too. You can get one with leather interior, no sunroof, or you can get it with leather interior with the sunroof too. So again, a lot of brands and a lot of people, they're going out having different options and different means of how they like to market their vehicles or how they're selling them. I personally think having a $45,000-$50,000 vehicle, getting it optioned out as close to or as best way possible for your options would be best, just based upon what your budget is. I mean, you're only saving or spending more to more or less, I mean, like, what is it, like $15 to $40, depending on your monthly payment and your credit type. But again, overall, this Blazer EV is really, really nice. The charging mechanism is actually right here on the side. You press that and boom, voila, magic. Your charging port is right there. You have your charge right there if you want to do a DC fast charge, supercharge. Unplug that, put those back in, and then you'll hit this button right here to have the charging source nicely and flushly stay away. So give me a second, let me hop into the driver's seat. All right, guys, so I'm inside the Blazer EV LT. Again, this is the cheaper model, but again, it's not like you're really missing out on too much. Again, the point of my channel is to kind of give you a realization and good viewpoint of, hey, the quick things of what the vehicle does for you, and the good value, because you have all these different trims and all these different models on each different vehicle, right, that can put you in the entry level or jack you up all the way to the top. So I know this beeping sound is going on, so just to keep the door open just for right now, you do have this nice little material. As I noticed from working here, this material is in all the vehicles, so this kind of false carbon fiber look or pattern, which is really, really nice in here. And then it's not like you're getting anything extra as far as in this Blazer EV. So let me close the door. Okay, guys, so we are in the 2025 EV Blazer LT. Again, the purpose of my channel is to inform you all on what you can actually get between each vehicle for the exact price, right price for you, or a little bit below where you want to be, depending on what kind of price point you're at. I mean, again, this vehicle sitting inside this one, depending if it's just a LT, RS, SS, whatever, I mean, they all pretty much look the same on the inside. It's not like you're getting too much extra or less if you're really on the budget. So the main thing I would say would be the seating. I'm a leather guy. The cloth looks really nice, however, with the stitchings, the design and setup. But I just like the feel of leather. But this is still very nice. And then again, there's no panoramic sunroof in this one. You do still receive the full, Google display and screens. I'll hit stay in demo right now, and then you get the whole suite of apps, associated with this vehicle. So you also get the OnStar, and you also get the SOS buttons as well too. But I just love, how spacious the vehicle feels between, passenger and driver, especially in the back too. And then those seats do fold down. It is a 2-row passenger vehicle. But again, very, very nice. Just to start with, on the left side, you do have a parking brake right here, lane keep assist button, and auto hold. So auto hold is whenever your car comes to a stop, put your foot on the brake, you release your brake, the vehicle will stay in like a set station position until you apply your foot back onto the accelerator, and then the vehicle will go for you. Also, this car, very, very new, only has 2 miles on here. About 73 miles of range left as well too. Again, you can cipher through what you're looking at on the screen right here, which is very, very nice. You can have different options between what you're looking at with the radio, or with time and date, different things like that. So really cool. You have vehicle status right here, your drive modes. There's no like different shift toggle, so you'll have to actually go into the infotainment, which I kind of don't like, but some cars still have like some type of mechanism or technology to where you can switch it from down here. But you do have, if I zoom in, a normal, sport, snow, ice mode, and my mode. The my mode is really cool because you can actually, change the feel of the steering, the brake, acceleration, motor sound, sport mode, normal mode, different things. So they kind of make it feel like you're in some type of cool sports car, expensive sports car or something like that. But at the same time, it gives you options, especially for how much money that we're spending now on these types of vehicles. It's cool to have options. And kind of like each mode does tell you exactly where you're at and what each mode does for you. So it kind of gives you a little description right there in the display. You don't have technically an on and off button. The brake pedal is your on. So if I hit off right here, there is an off button right here, basically to turn the vehicle off. So if I hit that, the vehicle does turn off. And then to reactivate the vehicle, watch this. If I press my foot on the brake pedal, that's what basically or technically wakes the vehicle up. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that part. Cool or not, whatever. The vehicle does have Wi-Fi. This is the charging station right here. Technically, GM, just like all other EV vehicles and models, typically only tell you to charge it up to 80% unless we're going on the full distance or drive trip, or road trip, I should say, all the way up to 100%, or however way or wherever way you want to be at. So you also have like a schedule depending on like when your peak times for charging and at lower costs. It actually kind of tells you that through GM for, when you have a home setup system at home, when you're charging your EV Blazer, you can create a schedule. And you can also sign into your account, and it'll kind of transition and transfer all that information to each vehicle for you, which is really cool and really nice. So you also do have a charge later option too, and this kind of like coincides and goes with that that like calendar and time zone modes, I guess, because you can kind of choose what at what time and at what date the best and the most efficient charging at the lowest cost for your utility bills at home would be. So that's pretty cool. You do have a map. Let's go through this a little bit. The cool part about the map you do have like technology embedded in there. So with this range anxiety, depending on how much the vehicle is actually going to be, you know, from one thing to another, you can actually put the vehicle in like a set position, and you can have the vehicle go to any EV station that you want it to go to. So if I wanted to go to Electrify America Station, boom, right there. Okay, really nice. You can also talk to it. So, hey Google, turn the AC to 62 degrees. Watch this.
Sure, changing the AC to 62 degrees.
So that feature is really cool. I really like that. And the purpose and reason why I said, you know, and brought up the hey Google while showing this to you. Oops, let me hit that. I should say hey X, because anytime I say hey X, right, it's gonna come up. She's gonna hear her voice, different things like that. So if I were to say like, hey Google, drive to Las Vegas.
Okay, Las Vegas. Let's go.
And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, sometimes it's very quick and efficient, and sometimes it's really slow, just depending on like the technology and how fast or how soon you have done, or how recent I should say, you've done the update in the system. You know, it should be pretty cool. But it does give you like, you know, the charging stations and stops depending on how much efficiency and fuel you have coming from your battery to Las Vegas. So it'll map out exactly where we need to be, how much fuel and charge we'll have to have, and where to go. So I really like that feature. That's a very important feature, I think, and the most important feature in these EV Blazers. Also, it is equipped in the EV Equinox, and I think I could give you a video on that maybe tomorrow, so stay tuned. But again, this vehicle, very nice. I love the functionality part of it, but again, this is very basic. In the higher trim models, you do have a wireless charging pad, even though you have two wired chargings right there. And then you also have additional charging with the very deep. I mean, I don't think you guys understand how deep this is for compartment space. But very nice, very long, comfortable, you know, vehicle, I would say, as far as on the inside. So you also do have a little bit of space and storage capacity right there. But yeah, let me do a video of the back, because I mean, it's not too much back there, but it's very roomy, and show you how that looks. All right guys, this is the rear of the Blazer LT. Just in case you all didn't know what it looks like. It looks a little bit different than the Equinox. I kind of like the design of the Equinox a little bit better than the Blazer. And it does have the flush handles on the Blazer as well too. But either way, it's cool. This one doesn't have the automatic release on the trunk, so you do have to pull it up. But you do get nice space, floor mats, a little bit of a cutout area there to put some other belongings for you, the family, kids, whatever. Storage unit. But again, guys, EV, so there's no exhaust. No exhaust there. No exhaust. All right, guys. Saint, here we go. Gonna get in the back. It's a tight squeeze, but I'm only 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. So as far as headroom, it's not bad considering I'm short. But like, I've had plenty of guys, plenty of people. I've sold plenty of these getting here about 6'4", 6'5". It's kind of pushing, like, you know, the top really, but again, not bad at all. I do have okay, you know, leg room. Again, this is with the seat all the way back. You know, I wasn't in a driving position, but I would say that driving position would be for somebody that's like 6'4", 6'5" anyway. My porter was actually driving it, you know, up here so I can do the video. And he's kind of tall from my understanding, so yeah. But again, even if we were to slide, you know, over here, I mean, it's not much of an interior. Kind of see me right here, but it's not much of an interior. So it's just really basic. It'll get the job done for you and the kids. You do also have cup holders, very important. I do have a daughter, so all the sippy cup stuff, right? And then you also do have 2 chargers right down there with 2 ventilation systems. And then you have the front of the cabin of the vehicle. So really cool. It does do a 60-40 split, so this side does go down with the press of a button, and then you have your trunk area right back there too. The side that I'm sitting on too, or as well, it does come down. But again, I'm just sitting over here. It's not too much to show you. That'd be a waste of time. So if you like this vehicle, I would say that the EV Blazer is really good if you're doing more local driving. You have plenty of charging stations in areas around you. If you're really looking for a really good deal, I know these are going out for around $350 a month, no more than like $400 with good credit on leases. 2-year leases are the best on something like this. And then you can also get something for a 3-year lease, and it'll kind of change your numbers depending on, you know, what type of buyer you are, about $30 to $50. So again, this is the 2025 Chevy EV Blazer. This one is the LT with cloth, not leather, and without the panoramic sunroof. So if you guys have any questions on this, the Chevy EV Blazer, please let me know. Drop a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Saint Streams. You're here following me live. Not really, but they are live videos, excuse me. Your boy Austin. This is what I love to do, like I told you on the first video. So if you've been kind of following my first video for car reviews, you know, I have a passion with sports, video gaming, and cars. So this is what I do for a living, and felt that I can share my experience, my platform, and my love for the business to you also. If you have any advice, any comments, I don't care, whatever it is, please let me know. Thank you so much. Be blessed.